All right, I just got 2 packages that arrived. Ready to open these babies. All right, so we got a very suitable knife. All right, here we go. Look at this. So this is my CPU mount bracket, or contact frame. This is to help keep the PC a little bit more cool and prevent the CPU from bending. Let me get this guy out real quick. I thought it was aluminum. Apparently it's plastic. Hopefully it doesn't melt. But yeah, that's that. Comes with Allen wrenches and all that kind of stuff. All right, time for the big box. Okay. Put this to the side. It's a bread knife. It's like my new favorite knife. You'll tell my mom I use that. Oh yeah. All right, here's my thermal paste. AIO, baby. Let's go. I'm so excited about this, dude. Alright, so I'm gonna give you guys a step-by-step guide because I've watched a couple videos on how to install this, so it should be pretty good. Okay, so this is a very simple install, install. So what you gotta do is you gotta take these guys out, all 4 of these, and then you remove the original bracket off the motherboard. You take that off, and then you put this guy on there. And yeah, that's how you do it. Emoto. Okay, so I'm not the smartest fella in the world. So whenever I took off the mounting bracket, I accidentally did it without unlatching this. So whenever I did that, it like sprung. I really hope it didn't mess up anything. I really hope it didn't mess up anything. And then also the previous owner of this motherboard, as I explained in the last video, he had also had an AIO, so it still had the back plate, and I forgot to take the back plate off first. So yeah, so we're gonna have to turn this around. Hopefully I can get the plate on or off, because it's gonna be really hard with all the power supply cables and all this back here, all the metal. So yeah, let's do this without bending any pins. Okay, it's been kind of stressful just because it's very expensive. Okay, so I took the power supply out so I could get access to the back of the motherboard without scratching this. So I'm gonna very lightly take that off. So there's that. I'm gonna use the one from Corsair that they came in the 360 AIO, just so it's the same exact one, so I'm not messing with anything. And then yeah, we'll get the Corsair bracket on there, and then put everything back together. And then where's that? Put this guy on there, and then we'll mount the AIO. So I'll get back to you guys whenever I'm all done messing with all this stuff. So okay, so I got everything out. This was the previous bracket right here. So this was mounted. Here, let me set you guys up real quick. Not sure if you guys can see me well. So this was the previous bracket, and then the front of the bracket was mounted like this. So I believe it was sitting on there like this. Sorry, guy. So it's on the motherboard, and then so I need to reuse this bracket, and then we're gonna have it like that, and then this is gonna be sitting like that, I believe. Hopefully, we'll find out. Okay, so what I figured out to do, or what I'm planning on doing, is I'm actually gonna put this on first. So this is gonna go on the motherboard, and then I'm gonna put the CPU on, which I'm not even gonna touch because it's too expensive. And I'm gonna put the CPU on, and then I'll put this guy on there, and then I'm gonna screw it in. Which is gonna be kind of a hassle because my hands are gonna be all over the place. But I'm just doing that just so I don't misalign these. And I was kind of thinking I probably could have just reused this, but it's whatever. Here we go. Okay, which made it a lot easier. This is what made it a lot easier. So what I actually did is, so I originally put this guy on here, and then I screwed it, and then I was able to put the bracket and line it up to all 4 holes like that. Sorry, it's kind of like lopsided, but Something don't seem right. Okay, so what I ended up doing wrong, here, let me actually flip on the light real quick. Really? Okay, that did not help at all. Okay. So what I accidentally did is I read this label right here. I accidentally read this label wrong. Well, I read it right. It just went upside down because two of the threads weren't matching, so I had to change those up. So I just flipped it upside down and that worked. So now I'm just gonna let the 3M adhesive. What? It's not even time to get fed. I'm just gonna wait for the 3M adhesive to kind of work its magic, and then we'll end up taking this back off, tipping it upside down. Actually, yeah, because that's the only way that I'm kind of gonna put the CPU in. We're gonna take this off, and then we're gonna put the CPU on, put the bracket, and then we can start mounting the AIO. So this is turned into like a way longer process than I thought. All right, after about 2 YouTube videos, 5 minutes, the Thermal Grizzly is now installed. I did lose the screws, so I was like panicking a little bit, but it's all right, we found them, we're all good. It's all in the back, it looks all right. Oop, I was looking at that and not at the camera. So yeah, now it's time for my favorite part. The only thing that'll keep this i9-14900K in temp. Liquid AIO. Probably shouldn't be doing that because I don't really know that much about PCs, even though I've done like a lot of hours of research. Dang, dude, that thing's a lot bigger than I thought it would be. It's all right. So, ladies and gentlemen, couple things. I really hope I installed the CPU correctly. I really hope I don't break anything. And I really hope I don't break anything. Alright, so I was just on the phone with my dad, but okay, so we're back. We haven't really done much. But, so yeah, we seen that we got that installed. And by the way, whenever I was grabbing this, I thought I came with like a little plastic guy. Once I accidentally pulled it off, my finger like smudged on that, which like really sucks. But I did get, here, where's that? Uh-oh. I got this little thermal grizzly thing, thermal paste. It came, I thought it would be a bigger tube, but it was not. This is the way, maybe this is it. It's CPU. Oh, right. It comes with this, so maybe I'll just, if I can pick it up. There we go. So maybe I'll just like scrape that off and then put my own thermal paste on. But yeah. I'll get back to you guys whenever I start mounting the AIO. Okay, so that's all cleaned. Oh, see it disappearing? Yeah, so I just cleaned it off just with the scraper. No, I'm just kidding. I used some isopropyl alcohol. So that was the excess that was on there. And then I just kind of wiped it down. It actually came off real easy. Okay, so it's time to finally see if this thing runs in about 30 minutes after I install the AIO. So here we go. Okay, so I really hope I didn't miss a step because, hold on, let me go back to my little bowl that I had because I was all making it over here. Come with a lot of extra screws that mount the fans. And I mean, if you can see up in there, ooh, let me go 0.5, that'll probably be a lot easier. I put all 4 corners on those. So it's, yeah, it's looking pretty good. And then I did do it on this side, the pump or the tubes on the side, because I'm gonna eventually install a fan over here. So yeah, and then yeah. Sorry, I was like looking at my own thing, but yeah. Then I did all this. But yeah, if you guys are installing this, it's pretty self-explanatory. So first what you do is you just mount all these bolts up into the radiator, and then you bring the radiator up, you do all this, and then all I got left is the pump. So just put that guy on there like that. It'll look pretty sweet. It is a lot bigger than I was expecting though. This is a lot smaller than I was expecting, but that's a lot bigger. So yeah. Oh yeah, quick tip, just so you guys know. Before you actually put the radiator up top, oops, stop focusing. I would take these off for to snip them, because now that I have it in here, it's a lot harder. Here, I'll get that sun. It's a lot harder to snip those, so yeah. And then it came with a little extender right here. So this will plug into there, so I can just route it to whatever fan I want. And then, yeah, that's about it. There we go. The flash wasn't on. So I was having to do this, or I was figuring out, and I didn't really know what to do, like where to plug in the pump and then also the fans. So what I had to do, or where I routed them to, so I had the pump wire right here. I routed it right around the RAM, and here. So this RAM. Okay, so I put the pump into this one, which is the fan, CPU fan, and the system and all that. System fan 6 is all a different one. And then I put the actual fan into OPT CPU, just so you guys know. Alright, this is moment of truth. First ever PC build. Oh, 2025. Just installed first AIO, make sure everything's plugged in. Oh my goodness. We got power, baby. We got power. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Okay. Oh my goodness, dude, it works. It actually works. Oh my. Yo, let's go, dude. Let's go. Yo. What's happening, bro? Oh, my fan just slowed down a lot. Oh, now they went back up. Now they went back down. Okay, I know what's happening. Alright. Okay, it's staying on this time. Oh, dude, this is actually sweet. This is sweet, bro. Dude, look at this. Alright, guys, so it runs. And yeah, it's pretty sweet. Ooh. Yeah, I think it looks absolutely gorgeous, dude. That's, oh, that's cool.